How's all the chipsters doing out there? We are back today with another just a simple video about just explaining a few things, how busy we've been, and how hard it is to make videos when you're just busy at work, when the two collide, making YouTube videos and your actual job. It gets a little hectic every now and then, and kind of YouTube kind of takes a little backseat and kind of have to perform a little work. So it was an interesting day. We moved today. We got the chipper set up. Set up here. This thing's ready to go. It was kind of tricky because this was a big mound. We pushed a bunch of dirt off, and it's a little goofy. It'll be a little hard getting timber in the first few loads, but after I get that built up behind me, then things will go a little better. We got this power line right here, right in our zone. So we got the Tiger Cat here, Mike's cutting, and a little setup here. But yeah, that power line's really not where we need it. If that had been gone, it'd have been a beautiful little setup here, but it's not how it worked out. So I want to get as far away from it as I can and go from there. So we got the chipper set up today, and the other crew actually moved today too. So it was like it works out nice. If you ever worked in this environment, you know how kind of it works. But when you're moving equipment like we do, it's not easy moves, and there's all kinds of equipment that has to get moved, and there's trucks sitting around that aren't getting loaded, and you're always losing money when you're moving. So the idea was, when we had the two crews, was that one chipper could fill in when one crew's moving, the other crew can take the extra trucks on and smash them out of there, and then everything just keeps rolling smooth. And then we both had to move today. They ran out of wood, we ran out of wood, and so it was like a mad rush. Lowboy running all over the place, and chippers moving, two chippers moving down the road, and slashers moving, and it's chaos. So we call it the circus. The circus is moving around. So we had the circus moved in here today. We had the chipper and the skidder coming in here, and things were just busy. But so yesterday I was super busy. I loaded a couple trucks in the morning, and then I got a text message that the log truck was stuck on a job. So I had to find a person to go over there, which I didn't have a person, because while I was loading the second truck, that truck driver come and fueled up the Tiger Cat for bike, and so he was gone. So I didn't have anybody standing around, and so then they texted me back like a half hour later. So we found somebody to go pull him out. There was a skidder there, so they went and did that. And then I got a call from Josh that they had a bunch of logs stacked up, and so I run Slasher the last couple days, and so now I had to call the last truck off, run over there because they were almost done with that job, and then I slashed logs it was absolute chaos. And that video is going to come out I don't know when, but so I got the video of it, but there's no really cool like, hey, we're doing this or that. It's like I'm just smashing logs. I'm going as fast as I can without breaking anything because it's like there's logs piled up. There's, they got to have these logs slashed. They got to move because they're getting ready to run out of wood, which they did this morning. And so YouTube kind of takes a back seat, and I get some people that kind of get frustrated because I make like a talking video like this where I'm just explaining a few things, and they're like, quit standing next to chipper and run the thing. Well, and then I make a bunch of run and chipper videos, and then they were like, hey, explain this to us. And I'm like, so it's just kind of, one of those deals where we're going to jump back and forth all the time. But the last couple of days has been busy. So I ran over there and did that, and it was just a busy, busy day yesterday. Then today, Josh ran out of wood, so they were moving, and then I ran out of wood, so we were moving, and stuff's got to get cleaned up, and there's logs here and there's logs there, and the log truck driver's running around. It's all kinds of chaos all the time, and so I don't get a lot of breaks to make cool little videos in the last few days like I usually do. So I just wanted to make a quick video and just explain kind of what's going on. We're set up here, and I hope everything goes well. I think it will. Just kind of explaining. It's just been busy, but that V12 is still ticking. A lot of questions on that. I need to talk to Mike. Give him a little heads up. She's not. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. But no, everything else is running fine with this. We had some malfunctions yesterday. I do have some problems with my pressures for my upper feed wheels. My yokes are messed up. I got to get those adjusted. I'm actually blowing fittings apart. And they weren't even new ones. They were the old ones. Way up there. I was blowing them apart yesterday, and so had to replace that this morning. But no, it's just been, and then yesterday Josh needed some help with the chipper, working on the chipper disc, getting that straightened out. That everything that's in there is, you don't think it, that thing's spinning so fast and putting out so many chips, and yet it has to do such a quality job because they do test our loads. And so you got to have everything just precise in there. Otherwise, you start throwing out some bad chips, which you could do really easily. And then you get some phone calls, which isn't any good. So those phone calls are no fun because they come on, they slowly trickle on down the line to, yeah, that chipper guy gets a phone call. I don't like phone calls like that. So we're constantly, you got to make sure everything's perfectly set in there. So yesterday I was helping Josh with that too. And yeah, so it's just been a bunch of running. I mean, just flat out hustling, trying to get everything done. And now he's actually set up a mile down the road, and we're over here. So hopefully, we won't have to call Daddy for anything and explain to him stuff. So hopefully it works out. I like picking on him a little bit, Josh, in case you didn't know. But now we should be able to keep rolling, get everything set up good. Yeah, so it's been a busy couple days, and that's why we're not getting no glorious chipping content or no great content. I got some good stuff coming, but man, I gotta have time to make it. So we're set up, ready to go. We're just, I mean, the wood's all there. Tomorrow we're gonna start. This place is gonna look like a whole new world back here. But it's got a good swath cut all the way up through there. So I don't have the slasher. He's got to go to the other job, so we'll have the slasher set up here. So that's tomorrow. I'll chip, sort out logs. Then once I'm done chipping, I got to jump out, run the slasher, slash some logs, get ready for the trucks coming back. I'm not complaining at all. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy what I do, especially I really enjoy what I do. But it's just I'm just so busy with my grind out here that the YouTube kind of takes a little bit of a dip. But you know, like I said, 99.9% of the people that watch this video understand that. But just some people don't understand that. Like if I could do YouTube full time and just come out here and record forestry equipment, that'd be pretty legit. But that's not happening. At least I don't see it happening. So it is what it is. But as much as I love making videos, and I would if I could, but I just can't do that. So anyways, we're gonna run this tomorrow. Josh is gonna run over there tomorrow. We're gonna put out a bunch of wood like we do all the time. So it's set up. This landing was a little bit interesting. So we got it done. Chipper's ready to go for more, and the knives in there. This thing, I chipped that last load and a half, and this thing is just chipping like a dream. And if you ever run a chipper, when everything's moving good, flowing good, it's exciting. When stuff starts not going good and you can't get wood through it, then it just drives you nuts. But this thing is, like I said, it's purring. That last little bit, I had to change my knives and go through that. I do have to change some chain tomorrow. So we got to do that. And yeah, who knows? Who knows what'll happen? Moorbark's been on the phone. They called me. I've been discussing with them the last couple weeks of doing some more flail chain testing, which I absolutely really like. And so we can make some flail chain videos if y'all want to see flail chain videos. So they got some stuff they want to try out, and I enjoy doing it for them. I really do. It's something I enjoy to do, and I enjoy seeing the results and get a better quality chain. and the flails is something that's really cool. So yeah, that could be coming down the pipe here once we get all our ducks in a row. And they have some new knives too, Morbark does, that we gotta discuss, because we're not using Morbark knives right now. So they're trying to wrestle us into getting some Morbark knives. So we'll see, and we'll test, and we'll study and do all that. And we're always trying to get the best and the most out of each little individual thing on this old girl and the new chipper, and constantly changing stuff. I mean, we've changed stuff on this chipper in the last 6 months that Mike said he wished he did 20 years ago. I mean, we're just always trying to tweak it to get a better, to run better, to feed better, to chip better, and better quality chips. That's what we're always trying to do. So we got to stay at a certain area and all that, so we're trying to do that all the time. But yeah, I mean, we're making changes. That right there is a change that we made this year that I wish I'd have had 5 years ago or 10 years ago on this thing to adjust that. And yeah, I mean, we're always piddling with it and trying new stuff. I mean, we tried the feed wheel thing this spring. That didn't work. We changed the feed wheels and tore all that apart, and now we're actually looking maybe some different feed wheel stuff and better stuff for the feed wheels, and I'm excited to tell you all about that. And we're going to get a new conveyor chain for this, because that one's absolute garbage, and I'll be happy the day we take it off. We'll do a happy dance, because that thing it's wore out, and we can go into depth on that. What's really, that side's stretched further than this side, so you adjusted the shaft in the back to compensate, and now the shaft's adjusted too much in the back to compensate the wear, and it's so wore it's not helping the wear out anymore, and so it's getting hung up and breaking. So we're fixing it all the time, but that's something that's got to get fixed that we're working on. But no, I'm really excited because we're constantly changing things, and that air compressor still got no muffler on it. It's still louder than ever. It's got a rusted off bolt on there. Imagine that. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys and gals. And we got a couple videos. I got a video of something I've never ever seen before in my short chipping career, and that's a funny one, but I gotta do some editing on that. We got a slash on video that's crazy, and just keep rolling, because I'm excited about the channel. We're doing stuff all the time, kind of behind the scenes, and keeps me busy because I'm constantly doing stuff. Just keep rolling. We'll catch you later. Thanks so much for watching. Who knows what'll happen? Just who knows what'll happen?